afternoon. It is Sunday afternoon here, so this will be a very casual stream. The plan is, I'm using a different microphone today, so yep, you might find the audio is a little bit different to normal. I'm actually just waiting for my wireless mic to charge. I forgot to charge the receive station on it. So yep, quality of this audio may not be up to scratch, but we'll see how we go. I think if you saw the last stream, you would have seen that I've received this here from all-time good bugger Carsinomi, friend of the channel, and 4-port KVM. And I've got a bit of a plan. I'm finding this area here not quite working 100%, and I'm going to rejig it. Sometimes when I do these rejiggings I make things worse. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, I've got this shelf here, this metal shelf. The plan is to raise this shelf here up to about 350mm, up about here somewhere, and I was going to shove in the little ViewSonic CRT, black 17-inch, quite a nice flat screen. I'll move this one here off the top here, and I'm thinking about putting the CRT down right on the table here, because I'm finding with that screen up there, sort of, you know, I'm bending my head back a little bit to view the screen, and I don't need the little LCD now that I've got the capture, the little Inogeni here capture, thanks again to Carsinomi. So I don't need the setup to record you know, the screen as such, get the direct capture going. So I've freed up this space here, so really just a matter of moving all this junk, rejigging this shelf, shoving everything in and hoping for the best, really. I need to double check the KVM. I'm sure the KVM's absolutely fine, but I just want to, before I go, sort of, you know, connecting absolutely everything up, and yeah, I just want to make sure 100% it's working. So yep, we'll be doing that. So it's 4-port. I've got my beige Pentium 3, whoopsie, beige Pentium 3 here, which at some stage is going to become my fast Pentium 3. I'm going to pull the board and probably put the Soyo board in that I got from Carsinomi as well. And so I got that fired up. Actually, they tested the Soyo board last night, and that's working well. And I've also got my Cyrix machine, which I don't know if I'll put in the mix at this stage. I'm not really sort of Cyrixing. And I've got my new build, sort of temporary build really, in this black case here. That is currently, what does that have in it again? That's got the 850 Pentium 3 in it, and that one's all set up and ready to go. So I'm going to, yeah, try and make the space a bit more efficient. Yeah. So, as I say, it's going to be fairly laid back. I won't be chattering all the time, so just be getting on with the job, really. So I've got a bunch of joysticks sitting up on top of the CRT there. I need to get off there. The old force feedback joystick here. So the problem I've got in this room is I'm a little bit pushed for space. So I'm going to be sort of chucking stuff down on the floor and all sorts. It's going to be a challenge. It's one of those things that you get onto a project and you bring, you know, like I bring stuff in from the garage, and you sort of work through that project partially, and you think, oh, you know, carry on doing something else with it at some stage, and then, you know, well, this is the way I work anyway, get onto something else, and then that stuff remains in here and sort of clutters things up a bit. And I do that like ×5. And it gets to the point where I can hardly move. And so it's time for a big clear out, you know, a lot of stuff goes back out into the garage. And then, you know, I'll find maybe the same day or maybe the next week or next month or something like that, I need that bit again, you know. So out to the garage I go, bring it in. The process carries on like that. G'day Neo, how's it going? I'm just doing a bit of a rejig. I was just explaining about how my room fills up with crud, and it gets to the point where I can hardly move. So, oh yeah, okay, microphone's quiet. Yeah, I've got a different mic. Let me just, I'm using this here because my other mic is not charged. It's a bit of a faux pas. Is that better there? It's a crappy old USB mic. So yeah, quality of audio will be down, I think, quite a bit. Just for the meantime anyway, until I swap over that. Oh, it's charging at the moment, that other mic. So yeah, let me know if that level's okay. Okay, I'll crank it even more. Is that better? Oh, hang on. I wonder if there's a bit of noise cancellation going on as well, potentially. I'll try the mic a little bit closer. Yeah, actually I could probably use that other microphone while it's charging. Yeah, slight improvement. Let me see if I can crank it up in Windows here. It's running through NVIDIA broadcast, so I might not be able to just. Let me have a look. Tell you what, I'm not a fan of Windows 10 with just the way the settings are laid out. Okay, input, device properties. Yeah, it's up full in the Windows device properties. Yeah. It's going to be a fairly casual stream, by the way. You know, I'm just literally rejigging this area, and so that's why I sort of went for this other mic, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, cool. Yeah, sort of. It's kind of just, I've pulled the little LCD out because I don't need it anymore because I'm capturing, right? I don't need to film that LCD anymore, so I've pulled that out of this space in here, and I'm going to raise this shelf here and slot a CRT under, flat on the bench. That nice little 17, that black 17 that I had to do the percussive maintenance on seems to be working fine. Haven't had a glitch whatsoever, so maybe just, I mean, it might be a little bit unreliable, I don't know at this stage, but we will see how it goes. I tell you what, this setting up for capture is just a mess of wires, eh? Just stuff everywhere. And it might remain that way, sort of hanging out a little bit there, because just until things you know, pan out. Oh yeah, yeah, there's lots I could do with if I actually went out and bought proper shelving. Let's have a wee look at that one that you sent through there. 10-inch cabinet. Oh, oh yeah. 10-inch could be worth a look at. Sort of wondering if it might just stick out a little bit too far from the wall. 10 inches. I take it that's 10 inches square, right? Oh yeah. 10 inches. Overall dimensions is probably the one that would be important. But even 10 inches is going to stick out. Oh, it's not too bad. The thing is, what would I put in it? I mean, I could put all this messy guff in it, I guess, but I'm not quite sure what I'd put in it. Apart from maybe just using it as storage, you know. The other thing I have to consider is I've got these Amigas here as well I want to have access to. So, I mean, it's a lot to ask. It's a lot to ask, you know, from this tiny little space, really. Probably asking a bit too much. I am going to just set up my wireless mic because I feel like when I'm away from this microphone it's going to be easier for you to hear me. I've got it charging on this power bank here, so that should be ready once I switch it over. I'll have a wee look at the dimensions of that before you go ahead and, you know, put any time into it, because I just want to measure it up. Okay, I think I'm on the other mic now. Hopefully that's not too loud. Again, just let me know what your thoughts are on that noise level there, mate. So I'm back on the wireless mic. Yep, cool. Does it sounds a bit better? That's the one you were just listening to there. It's not good. My son complains about it when we're gaming. He's like, Dad, you're not using that crappy bloody microphone, are you? Tenfold better. Yeah, it's, you know, it works. That's about it. That's about all I can say. I'm just hoping that battery is happy. We'll see how we go. The other thing I was worried about with wearing this mic here is you'll hear me grunting and groaning when I'm picking up these bloody CRTs and stuff. That's no one wants to hear that. So out comes the little 2-port KVM. Oh, it's good now that I know that that little microphone's just not up to it. It's just not acceptable. I might get a nice little desktop mic at some stage. This is a little Nova View 2-port. Has done me well. Yeah. Yep. And I'm probably going to block the camera view as well quite often, but as I say, just a casual stream. How's your Sunday afternoon going anyway? I mean, that cable there is miles too long. But it's just what I have at the moment. Another lazy day. That sounds good. I had quite a good day yesterday. I got a bit done in the morning, and then I think it was about sort of later in the afternoon I messed around with that AMD Athlon and had varying amounts of success with that. I haven't quite got there with it. So what I didn't realise is that they are really power hungry as far as the 5-volt goes. I'm just going to shovel this. That can shove down the back there. You don't want to see under this table, I tell you what. Inventory records? What are you inventorying? Just like your retro stuff or stuff in general? My different flavoured joysticks, I mean, they don't really need to be in here. I might just keep a couple. Just a couple, maybe. The USB one's quite handy. And I've got the force feedback. And I think just the force feedback and maybe the USB is really all I need to keep in here. The reason I don't want to use force feedback all the time is because if I'm streaming when the missus is in bed, which, you know, she's in the room right next door, on that wall, right, bedroom in there, that bloody thing's noisy. I've got some of these, this is sort of Amiga project stuff, hard drives to back up, take images of. So that's that. I've got a couple of Bigfoot hard drives. I know they're nothing flash, but I mean quite useful for a retro build. I know one of them's not happy. At least one of them. You know what Bigfoot drives are like, right? Fairly unreliable. Now this is all Amiga. The other thing is when I do this, right, I won't be able to find anything once I tidy up like this. Amiga. But I'll dump it all over here, sort it out later. Oops. Bashing the camera. Amiga hard drive. I felt like I was right in my stride, you know, with the Amiga stuff. And then, geez, got bitten by the Pentium 3 bug pretty severely. You blame that man, Carcinomi. It's all his fault. Gives me inspiration, that man. And yeah, I'm learning a lot. Some of the stuff I did know and I did do back in the day, but it's kind of been erased from the memory banks for some reason, you know. I'm not a young buck anymore, you know. CD32 games. Some of it comes back to me after the fact. It'll be like, do something, what was it the other day? For example, installing Windows 9X. How you going, Carcinomi? I take it that's your furry little friend, Remus. Just talking about you. It's calling you all sorts of names. I was saying it's your fault. These inspirations that you give me. Yep, that's what I'd like to do, but there's not enough room. It's too long. KVM, yeah. Right, it's 3 feet. 3 feet comes out to halfway through that speaker there. And yep, I could rejig it, but I'm not going that far at this stage. But yeah, that'd probably be quite a good option. But then again, I'm looking at lifting this shelf, right, to fit my black CRT under there. At the moment it's 35 centimeters under there. And that way, if I can do that, I might actually sit a couple of computers on top of this on the shelf, as so they'll be up quite high, but I mean, it should be reasonably accessible. Yeah, thanks for that. Greatly appreciated, Carcinomi. It's I was just thinking about what I'm going to plug into it. I'm going to put my beige box PC, Pentium 3, which eventually that case will be recycled into my good Pentium 3. You know, like once I get my faster Pentium 3, slash fastest Pentium 3, it's going to go in that case. I think it's a Shimbro, is it? I can't remember what. You'll know. It's the same case as that one you painted. Yeah. So at the moment, I'll probably just hook that one up. I've got my new, in quotes, Pentium 3, which is the 850, which I'll put into that black antique case. Not sure about Cyril, what I'll do with Cyril at this stage. I'm not really doing much with Cyril, to be honest. It's kind of, he'll just sit there and maybe one day I'll give him some more love, but at the moment, Cyril that's my Cyrix machine, right? It's a very inventive name, isn't it? But he will just sit there. Or I might put him back out in the garage. So I have 2 Pentium 3s and a bench, and then one other computer. I mean, maybe I'll just leave Cyril there in the meantime. I don't know. I've got the Windows 8 machine that I use for imaging Amiga. But that machine is not, I don't know if I've got VGA. I could get an adapter for it, right? But I'll think about that one. This beast here, the lovely old Black Diamond, I am just going to pull out of here because where's that go? Oh, that's because I want to put that that nice little black ViewSonic through its paces. And the ViewSonic, although it's a 17, is quite a bit smaller than this. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Sounds like a plan. Shove that down here. Might be out of range, but not sure.
Good to know. What is still missing?
Oh.
2 weeks now.
Oh. Okay. This is the trash find ViewSonic. It needs a clean. Can I be bothered? It's not actually too bad. I can still clean the front of it. I don't want to get too carried away. It's just a little bit dusty. It's not bad. So that is about 35 centimeters. better double check it. Yeah, 35. Oh yeah. Event. Ooh. Whereabouts? Oh, Amiga April. August, yeah. Oh yeah. Is that what that Amiga Cami, is that what she's involved with? God, this is just nightmare cable situation. Now that's Amiga audio setup. I'll leave that. Oh yeah. Yep, definitely. I'll need to get capture sorted, eh? Oh yeah. August. Geez, that's not far away, mate. Do you think, hey, maybe I need to set up for Amiga here instead? No. I'll carry on here. Now, so this needs to come up to 35 centimeters. That's power for my CRT. And then cables going over there. That's going to come out. That's a KVM, old KVM cable, 2 old KVM cables. Oh yeah. 1942. What have I got? I think I've got. Is there a 1940? I think rings a bell. So I think I'll try and take advantage of the fact that the CRTs sit back in a corner quite nicely, eh? And I was getting a little bit of neck strain, actually, with it so high, that CRT. I was all ready to mess around with this when the Pentium 3 bug bit. I was going to just have a wee play with casual programming. I'm certainly no great programmer, but I do like to dabble just as a hobby and a bit of basic. Quite like machine code, but I'm not very good at it. It's definitely a hobby. Probably the biggest attempt at any piece of software that I ever wrote was it was an assistant for a board game called Stock Market. I'm not sure if you're aware of it. But basically the object of stock market is you buy shares and the shares go up and down based on where counters land. And so, and you know, the official rule is that first one to $100,000 of net value is the winner. And I made a program that tracks how many shares you've got and what their value is in real time, and also tracked all the money. So effectively, you knew exactly what you were worth as the game was. You didn't have to stop and count up shares and count your money. It was all tracked in real time, and I did that on a Spectrum Plus 2. Is that what they are? Plus 2. The Specky, you know, the one with the built-in tape drive. And it worked pretty well, flawlessly. But now my kids aren't here. We don't play stock market anymore. But that was quite a good little exercise in programming. Right, 30. I don't really need to leave much room. See here, 35. Hoping that's going to be enough there. Might just be squeezing in. So yeah, you could set a threshold as to your win net worth. You know, if you set it to 100,000, as soon as someone got to 100,000, it would stop the game and say who was the winner, first, second, third. I had a lot of fun coding that. Right. Something's not right. Where are we? That one needs to come up. Wait on. No, down. Doofus. Is that right? That one's not right either. Better measure this. $35 on the dot. That leg. yeah, so my plans changed today, this afternoon, because as I mentioned to you, Carsinomi, in-laws were due to turn up, but father-in-law's not feeling well, so put paid to that. There we go. 35 should fit. This plan could be a complete failure. Sometimes you get these, well, I do anyway, get these great ideas that something should work quite well, and sometimes it doesn't quite work out. But and it's one of those things sometimes you don't know until you try. But you know, there's not a lot of effort involved really. I mean, let's see how well this goes in there. Let's commit. Plug the power cable in. Okay, so that is back as far as it'll go. Fits in there quite nicely. It's right down on the base was missing. But I'm wondering if that's actually going to be okay without, you know, without the base. I think that's going to work out okay. And then it's just a matter of where under the bench here, in the dark depths, let's light her up, down under here, yeah, yep, I could do that, yeah. It's good thinking, 99. Under here is the stash, and it's actually not too bad. You'd think you'd be hitting your knees there, but it's not too bad. But I would like to clear it out a little bit if I can. And sort of thinking about putting the computers up on that shelf, but not too sure how practical that will be. Let's see. That shelf's not deep enough, really, to be practical. Yeah, not sure if it's the height of this bench in general or not, but I just found I tend to stoop a little bit. It's just, and I just felt like I was craning my neck a little bit with that up on the shelf. But that might work out okay just there. We'll see how it goes. I mean, you know, could probably jam a bit of crap down in behind there too, you know, like on top of the screen. Although I don't want to obstruct the vent holes there too much. If I went a little bit higher with the screen, with the shelf, sorry, I could put the KVM. Although the button's on the top on the KVM, isn't it? Where did I put it? Actually on its side. Might go quite nicely on its side. Does this necessarily need power? 9 volts? I think you can run them without power, eh? Cool. Correct answer. I think that's going to go quite nicely just upright there. And I'm assuming that this was working, like you pulled it out of, it was working, like I don't need to test this, eh? I can just go ahead and hook it up and be confident she's all go. I know you wouldn't send me anything faulty, but you know what I mean, it came out of a working system, eh? Yeah, cool. Thanks for that. Yeah, I just didn't know whether it had been sitting around or not, you know, and I was just sort of wondering how far I should go connecting it up before I just plug it in and make sure she's all set. But as I say, I'm sure it's all good. Okay, what shall I put up there? I'm thinking that bloody beige tower might be a bit heavy. Let's put the 850 up there. G'day Neo. Are you in the garage? Actually, it's not far off. Oops. It's not far off. I could pull the shelf out a bit. I think, and I'll get a couple of computers up there. It's just one of those situations, you know, where if you feel like you ever need to get into one of them, you pull it all out again. But I think that 850 is pretty much running the way I'd like it to run at this stage. It does have that dodgy 40 gig drive in it, which I would like to test. I'm actually wondering if I configure it so that, let's have a look, you know, so that I can take the side off and actually deal with it. Then again, some of the screws are only accessible from the other side, eh? So if I do need to get into that machine, it's going to be easy enough just to reach around here, unplug everything I need to, and just lift the machine off here. It's not overly heavy, you know, the cases are quite light. And then I'll have my test bed on the down on the bench here. I might leave the beige Pentium 3 on the floor. It can stay there. I could put Cyril up there, couldn't I? Let's have a look. Actually, Cyril's a bit of a beast. It's not a lightweight. He might not pack much of a punch CPU wise, but he makes up for it in weight, I tell you. Yeah. It's funny how that works, eh? That, not even 100% sure I'll hook this up right now, actually. But I'm wondering, yeah, it's just not right. Sorry about bumping the mic there. Shit. Oh, that's going to be hard to deal with if I ever need to get into it. And that's the thing, you know, I'm not really at the point where I know that that's 100% ready to button up. But, you know, could that work? Let's pull this shelf out a little bit. Get a little bit more room at the back. That's about as far as it's going to go. Yeah. This one here could be like my wee desk here. You know, it's... I couldn't work on it up there, but it'd be easy enough to grab it off there and put it down onto the bench. Yeah, I was really impressed for what, they're like $80 or something. So it's like, I don't know, let's say $90 landed. It's nice and tidy. It doesn't have like all the sharp edges you'd expect from a cheap case. Everything is perfectly suitable for a nice Pentium 3 build. Apart from the fact it's not beige, right? Would really not like a nice beige one. But yeah. So I'm going to be a little bit pushed for space on this desk here. For if I'm dealing with full, computers in their cases. Oh yeah, that could be worth a look at, eh? So this room here is all I've got if I want to put a computer here, and you don't want to see the size of the bloody Pentium 4 I've got. It's in a full tower. It just won't be practical there. But for these, it'll be reasonably okay. Problem with having the screen right down there right on the desktop is if I've got a case sitting on here, I'm not going to be able to see the screen properly, am I? How much of a problem will that be? I could make a little bit more room to the left here. It's starting to get logistically challenging. So I've got, this is my daily driver, right? PC there. And then, there's a HP calculator underneath that monitor there. Computer calculator thingy. I have sort of where I chuck my junk when I'm working. It's a mess there at the moment, but it does get a bit messy. Yeah, so I could, if I'm working on a computer, somehow, maybe, scooch this off to the left here, that move this keyboard across, make a bit of room over to the side there, scooch that keyboard across. I've got the trackball here, so it's quite handy for just plonking anywhere you want, and you can use it in a small space. That's what I like about that. And I'll be able to see the screen. So here I go. The other option, I'm just thinking about neck strain again, because if I put that screen right up there, I am going to be probably straining to see that. Yeah, so I'm sitting down, it's quite an angle up to the center of the screen. But yeah, I might be able to, as you say, Casanomi, maybe just prop that up a little bit. I don't have much room to move there, but might be able to prop that up a little bit. I think in the meantime, it's going to do the job. Again, it's one of those things, you don't really work out the practicalities of it fully until you actually sit down and use it. Yeah. Yeah, I was pretty happy with that Antec build. Did that on Friday night. Oopsie. Bloody camera's coming loose again. Yep. Turned out pretty nice. Oh, how do we go with imaging a drive too? I've got an 80 gig drive that wasn't sounding healthy this morning when I powered it up. It took a little bit to cajole it into actually working, and I was like, geez, better get a image of it. I don't think it's got anything important on it. It's actually got a 98 install on it, but I thought I'd go through the process of imaging that to my laptop. I haven't tried restoring it yet, but I imaged it with Linux DD. Just a simple command line. It was nice and easy. Right, so switch to switch 1. Switch 1. Switch 1, I will make my primary machine I'm using at the moment, which is my 850, sorry. I'll be getting my new CPU. Whoops! Be getting my new CPU soon. Thanks to Evil C, that's coming. It'll be here, I would say, probably tomorrow, if not the next day, somewhere around there. And that'll be going in. Oh, the Soyo board, Cassie. She's going well. Well, I haven't done a lot of testing with it, but she's tracking along nicely. What did I do with that when I fired up? I think I used the. What did I do? Did I boot an OS with it? I don't think I booted an OS with it. But she's all going into the BIOS nicely, and everything's detecting, and it's happy. It's good. Right, that's switch 1. Going to need more power up there. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about sort of trying to tap into them somehow, actually, those USB. Because some of the machines, that AMD machine that I was working with yesterday, that's definitely got front panel USB. I think the problems I'm having with that machine is a couple of problems. One is I didn't have, so that second, the 1400 CPU, I didn't have any heatsink compound on there. I didn't realise it made that much difference, but obviously it's really important. And I'm using not the right cooler for it, but I was sort of monitoring the heat, and I wasn't running it for too long either. But I think probably one of the big problems I've got with that is there's not enough 5 volt amperage on 5 volt to run it. I think the most powerful 5 volt I've got is 15 amps plus 5, 15 amps. And I read something, that tells me that I probably need like 25. And someone else mentioned it actually. Into, I think, mentioned that I might need like 25 amps. Yeah, I'll have a talk to Boris. Yeah, thanks. See what I can come up with. But I think, I got some life out of that machine, albeit a corrupt video. Oh yeah. Maybe I should have a look through some of the power supplies I've got and hanging around in some of the. Even this one. You know. Jeez, 5 volt, 32 amps. Wow. Yep, so I probably need to check power supply on that. I will be back in a second. Oh yeah. Also, I'm wondering if that Pentium 4 that I've got, what that's got in it, because yeah, that could be. Then again, the Pentium 4 might need power. I don't know. Probably not as much as an Athlon, right? What I was tempted to do. Geez, I'm going to lift this thing off again. This beige one, because I do want to have a look at this power supply. Getting sidetracked, but this is what it's all about, eh? One thing leads to another. What I'd like to do is, once I get, that Athlon running, is I'm not sure whether I'll be able to, but if I can put my clamp meter on the 5 volts, that leads out to the ATX connector, and actually measure it, just for science, and the other thing is there just one cable, or are there multiple 5 volt cables, carrying, sort of spreading the load, if you know what I mean, across several cables. Right, what's this? This is a Power Man. Here we go. What do we got? 250 watt, 5 volt, 27 amps. 27 amps on the 5. That's bloody perfect. 3.3 is 20, plus 12, 13, plus 5 SB2. It's got a negative 5 at 0.3 and negative 12 at 0.8. That power supply is coming out. It's coming out right now. Sorry, Cyril, but you're going to get another power supply. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's all good. We'll make you live again. Ooh. It's handy, isn't it? I was thinking, I'm going to have to buy a bloody power supply, and Ento actually, I think it was Ento yesterday, sent me through a calculator, a power supply calculator, and I had a look at that today, and I put all the specs in that were listed there for that Athlon, Went a little bit over on some of the drives and things like that, just in case I want to run 2 drives, etc., etc. And I got conflicting information. Well, I don't know about conflicting, what's the word? Ambiguous information from that, because it was suggesting 2 power supplies that would suit that job. Even though it said I needed like 20 amps plus 5, something like that. The 2 power supplies that it suggested, one of them had enough plus 5, it was a Corsair, and the other one I thought I'll have a look at is the Enimax. And the Enimax didn't have enough grunt on the plus 5, so I don't know why that tool sort of suggested that Enimax, because I don't know. I don't think it would deliver enough oomph for it. Yep, there was a link under it to bloody eBay listings, Amazon I think it might have been. Yeah. Silverstone, yeah. That was just the one that was suggested. I know that the PC Systems, my old work, what do they do? I know they used to do Enimax. I've got one here. Oh, I did do, till I took it out of the garage. It'll come to me. Enimax. Enimax? Did we just say? Enimax. Yeah, Enimax. Pretty sure that's what they do. But then again, I mean, so my other half, she still works there. And so she gets cost plus 5 plus freight plus just. And it works out cheaper just to buy it from bloody PB Tech. Pay retail from PB Tech often works out cheaper than. It's funny, some of the buy prices on some of the gear that we were buying, PC Systems, was dearer than the retail. It's just economies of scale, I guess, isn't it? Yeah, we don't use PBT. Well, when I say we, PC Systems, when I was there, we were just using the normal old big boys, Ingram and what are the other ones? There's some big, the big ones. What used to be like Tech Pacific and Dove Electronics. There's another one I can't think of right now, but yeah, we used to use them. But they use, Cinex. Cinex was the one. So they're still using those. But for some things, they are buying directly, they're buying from PB Tech, they're getting, in quotes, a discount, but it's bugger all. Right, so Cyril is out of action for a bit. I've got another power supply I can put back into Cyril. I think these Powerman ones, these Powerman power supplies are pretty good, aren't they? Yeah. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? That sort of carry on. There we go. 27 amp, 5 volt for the win. And so I can try that out on the old Athlon. But my other big issue with the Athlon is CPU cooler. So I need to track down a decent CPU cooler for it because the Intel one ain't going to cut it. Not Kasanomi, Mavanki, he recommended that if I'm going to do it, face a big ass fan at it. Which I've got. So I could do that, but yeah. So I didn't have much joy with that Athlon CPU that you sent me, Kasanomi, but that could be just the fact that it's not being cooled well enough. I'll tell you what was happening with that one is I was getting like a siren beeping at post. And then it would just turn off. So obviously, you know, it's warning me. Oh yeah, it's possible. I guess so. I'll do a bit more testing though, because the 1400 showed signs of life. There's a picture of the of it on Discord, but it's corrupted, and I'm not sure whether that's just something to do with CPU or not. I don't think so. It looks like graphical to me. It's like graphics card dodginess. Right, splitter, that can just... Hang on a minute. So I want to output... Wait. Let's think about this. Yeah. So I don't want to plug the... I want to plug the splitter into the KVM, and then, yeah. That makes more sense. Input. Yeah, out from the KVM into the splitter. One out to capture and one to my CRT. In fact, I'm not going to get too carried away with making this super tidy right now, mainly because I'm just going to put it through its paces. Okay, that's capture. How do you reckon the Inogene would go with the Amiga? Or is it a no-go? The Amiga, that's the Inogene, this capture device that you sent me for the Amiga. Is it a go or no-go, do you think? Or is it one of those things we have to put it through a scientific test? Right, yeah, okay. Yep. 15 kilohertz. I've got the flicker fixer right though. That does more than 15, doesn't it? Yeah. Yep. Cool. Oh. That could be interesting. Now where's that? Oh, that's my screen. Alright, so that needs to be plugged in here. That can just be shoved up the back there. Willy-nilly. That's my capture. Nick. Ah. Now, that's the other thing that was discussed regarding using a modern power supply on these computers. Case in point, that computer right there. It's got a modern Enimax in it. Now, from what I was reading on the Discord, is that may not be such a good idea, because if something goes wrong, that power supply is going to go, you need more power, I'm going to give it to you, and it can cause issues. Right, this is a complete mess, but it's going to stay that way for a little bit. You can stay that way. That's the Pentium 3. Where's that? Audio. Audio. That's for the bench. That's bench. Ooh, I know what I could do. Test the bench connections with the Athlon. Now that I've got the power supply for it. See whether that's the issue. The other suggestion was too that I don't do my testing with a AGP card straight off the bat. Use a PCI, which makes total sense until things settle down. So I'll do that. I've got PCI cards that I know are good, because the two AGP cards that I used for testing Athlon were of unknown condition. Nearly ready to do a test here. Keyboard. Not that one.
She does go to Many Willis.
it would be good to get a capture that will capture the 15 kilohertz Omegas though. So that'll be on the cards at some stage. But one step at a time, this is awesome. No more filming the screen. I want to get to the point too where I'm not having to, this desk behind me, this gets chocker with bits and pieces when I'm doing this sort of stuff, you know, or even just messing around during the weekend with bloody retro computers. That desk, that's my workbench, basically, gets chocker. And I'm a bit naughty. On a Monday morning, I come in to start working, and I have to clear the bench. So I move it all over here and plonk it just here. It takes time. It's a little bit naughty, but if I get up early enough, the boss doesn't worry too much. That's me. Kick myself in the ass. Okay. What do we need? Anything? Should I crank her up? See if everything's working. Can't see why not. That makes me happy. That makes me very happy. Okay, so everything seems to be working fine there. Capture. I can see it on the screen. Nice one. Very nice. Okay. What did I play with last night? Oh, the Soyo. Let's have a look at the Soyo. Soyo. Nice. Yep, keyboard, mouse working. Awesome. I never did like this bar. Microsoft Office 97 bar. Auto hide. Don't know about that. Let's try it on auto hide for a bit. Okay. That's good. I just need to configure my screen. I'll do that later. Let's hook up the Soyo board. Now don't be mad with me, Cassie. Don't be mad with me. when we do eventually get to meet, I might let you just one slap. One slap, I think. I deserve it. Right. Well, that's something I can test because I'll get rid of that horrible flickery screen. I have some cards. 4 times. Oh, I don't. Oh, yeah, I'll show you. Right, card number 1. This is, I think, pretty much all I've got without going to sort of harvest stuff out of other machines. I've got this here, Gigabyte GV R955256D, unknown state, right? This one, okay, I mean, that or this. This is a, you've seen this one, I think, WinFast A360 256 meg. But this one here, right, problem with this is that cap there is loose. I just need to give that a wee buzz on the solder. That one was lifting up off the board. I reckon that someone's been pushing, when they've installed this, been pushing on the caps, and that one there was, the pads aren't lifted, the actual physical cap had lifted up off the board. The pads were still holding in, I don't know how, but that one's actually physically, that one there, physically waving around in the breeze. Yeah, nice, eh? G'day, Royce. Good to see you. First time chatter, first time viewer, I think. Yeah, good to see you. And yep, she's straight out of, yep, straight out of a machine. I don't know what state that's in. But I've got my soldering iron right here. I might just give that a wee buzz. So I've got that, both in unknown states. In fact, yesterday when I plugged that into the AMD, that actually gave me a better result than this Gigabyte job. So I don't know. We will find out. So first of all, we'll do a test with this card. And I'm sure if you could reach Karsnomi, you would give me a good slapping, and I deserve it. But we'll call it a test, eh? So if I was your apprentice, right, I would just defend myself by saying, I'm just checking to see if the machine works. I promise I won't run Quake 3 on it. That'll be a laugh. Should we do that? I've done benchmarking with that card, haven't I? Complete shite. Power supply. This isn't the fancy one, is it? 5 volt, 15 amps. Yeah. Yep. We'll do that. But I've got more. So, bigger. I had a nice little momentary switch set up for the power. Right. Where's the actual switch gone? Someone left the fridge door open. Someone detached said switch from cable. So I've just been touching them together because I'm too lazy to solder it. Once I get the soldering iron cranked up, we'll be away. Yes. Everything's a toy for little Alice. There. It's got a brand new CR2032 in it. Fancy. Right, we're on switch 2. We have power, we have a cooler, no hard drive, but that can come later. Yeah, I do that too, but it's sometimes just a bit hard to reach them, and I'm on the wrong capture. Bit fiddly sometimes. Do we? Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I don't think you can do any damage accidentally bridging the wrong pins. But if it's right in front of you, it's actually okay. It's no problem. It's a good way of doing it. Just this is a bit more convenient. Well, it's working right. It's booting. Should we just whack this one? Whack that one in. I mean, if the machine's already on, I guess what you could bring a power across from for an LED, right, across to a ground or something like that. I don't know. Not sure whether it would be a problem. Rightio, here we go. Here we go. You ready? Yeah. So this is similar to what I was seeing on the Athlon. Yep, that's the Radeon. Bugger, eh? I'm actually quite happy to see that, because that means that potentially the problems I was having with the AMD are these cards. Oh yeah. I reckon I reckon I could have a go at that. There's a few little caps pretty close to the pins though. Not sure I'd want to attempt it without a bit of practice on there actually. I guess if you just, as long as you hit it with hot air and you've got one of those little pickup tools and you don't blow the caps, with the hot air gun, actually physically blow them off, I can't see any reason. Just resoldering them, I guess, you just do it with hot air again, eh? But yeah, I don't know. It's probably not something I would get into. Doing, for the amount of labour involved and blah blah blah. You know, flag that one. The other one I want to look at is this Windfast, but I just need to get my soldering iron out, get that going. KVM's working well. Thank you, Karsanomi. We should probably have sound. That's probably got sound, right? Not sure if you're hearing it. Oh, yes, you are. Yep. Okay. I'll leave you with the screensaver for a second because I'm just going to dampen the little sponge here and I'm going to grab another coffee. Back in a sec. Oh yeah. Yeah, screensaver with sound. Okay, right. What happened there? Did it just go to power save? Yep, it did. Right, let's just give this a quick solder up. Someone's trying to ring me. Tell you what, the amount of customers that try and ring me or they text, you know, in the weekend, it's like, dude, they leave messages, eh? I had a customer text me last night at like 10, so it's Saturday night, 10 to 10, asking me for some stuff. And she was all apologetic and all that, but, you know, she wanted to come around today at 3 o'clock and pick it up. I've just left it in the letterbox. Still there. What's the time? 2:30. And it's like, well, I mean, yeah, if you want to get hold of me, 10 to 10 on a Saturday night is probably not a very good time to do it. But the only option for her would be to get hold of me on a Sunday today, and she probably didn't feel very good about that either. You know? I'll solder this little switch back on. In fact, yeah, that's right, computer's off. Not entirely Alice's fault for this, really, because I did a bit of a botch-up solder job on it. One-handed attempt. That is even worse. Oh, the legs actually come off. She had a really good play with it. Oh, 2 of the legs have broken off. She had a really good play. Luckily, there's another 2 legs. Yeah, I wasn't, I didn't really do ME. I did, turn that off because that just started the computer. I did 98 and then I went to 2000. 2000 for sort of worky stuff, you know. I think I probably just hung in with 98 for gaming and stuff from memory. And then, you know, then XP. I don't have enough light in here. That's going to be my excuse. Not enough light. That's why it's a shit solder job. But man, I'm actually really liking the look of ME, and I'm liking, I don't know, it just seems like, what was the big deal? Is it similar to that sort of Vista thing, you know, where it got a hard time? I know Vista apparently was pretty bad, but I had a little Sony laptop, Vista, never had a problem with it. It was a really nice little computer. as far as I can see, ME seems absolutely fine. I haven't had any driver issues. I've not had any crashing. So I'm not quite sure why it got such a hard time. I guess, at that stage, potentially a lot of Microsoft haters, right? So any new operating system, they're just gonna flame it anyway, no matter what, because it's Microsoft. I guess there'd be a bit of that. And I guess there's probably genuine issues. I don't know. But let's say I never saw many issues with it. Didn't really deal with it a lot. I know the computer company I work for, PC Systems, I was there when ME was still kicking around, and they were absolute haters of it. They just hated it. And and so I was never really exposed to it because we were never allowed to sell a machine with it on. But we had a guy there that was pretty set in his ways, and if he didn't like, if he didn't like something, that was it. And although he wasn't the boss, he had final say because he built all the PCs. So yeah, as I say, I wasn't really exposed to it, but just from my experience with dealing with it on these computers, I'm really happy with it. Yeah. True. Yeah. Yeah. No DOS. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Makes sense. Right. Let's try this WinFast, eh? Not displaying. No go. Oh, there you go. Okay. So again, I'm actually pretty happy. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with that because this is exactly what I was seeing on the Athlon, which tells me the Athlon is more than likely a go. All go, just graphic card issues. So now it's just a matter of finding a AGP 4 card. Tempted to go and raid the Pentium 4, just see what's in it. I would show you the Pentium 4. Can I fit it in the room? That's the question. It's fucking huge. So I might have to put that back in it. You can't slap me from there. If I could get to the Pentium 4 easily enough, I would go and grab it. I can. It's probably just got a bit of junk on it, physically sitting on it. Let me know if you want me to go and grab the P4, just so you can see its glory, and might pull the card out of it. But it might take me a minute or two to extricate it from the. Oh, hang on a sec. It's one thing about this board is you've got to make sure that the RAM clips are closed, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I'll switch you across so you're not looking at a green screen. The RAM clips, if they are sitting out, it can impede the AGP card from seating properly, and it's what it's doing now, but I don't think it's going to make any difference. I've cleaned the slot. Hang on a second, have I? I've been dealing with so many computers that I'm losing track. Righto. And I have given the old card edge the old eraser treatment. Gave it the old rubber treatment. Right, now that is seated nicely down in there, right? Now it doesn't want to go at all. So she's been a bit cantankerous. The old ROM upgrade not going too well. I know. I'm just going to try that gigabyte again. But I'm not holding my breath. Totally not. Confirmed, eh? That's definitely some sort of VRAM issue there, isn't it? Caps wouldn't cause that, would it? Eh? Oh, she's not happy. Not a happy camper. It's funny though, the more times you plug and unplug a card, sometimes, it just can sometimes miraculously come right. Which, it's obviously like dirty slot, dirty card edge. That looks like VRAM as well, eh? I don't know. Since you're having a nice wee chat there, I'll just go and I'll grab the Pentium 4 and have a wee look at that. 2 reasons, 3 reasons. One is I want you to see it. She's a beast. Number 2 is I have no idea what it's got in it. As far as graphics card goes, number 3 is the same with power supply. I don't know. It could be one of these fancy power supplies I'm looking for. So I will be back in a second. Right, extracted. I'll just have a breather. Right. It's not going to fit. Oh, it's not going to fit in frame. Ridiculous, eh? What do you reckon? Turn up to the LAN party with that? I can see the power supply is not going to be suitable. It's black. Hexa series. But what do we have? Jeepers. I bought this for the case. So I didn't give a shit what was in here, but what is in here? P4 P800 ASUS. Any thoughts on that? I'm not familiar with that board. P4 P800. Pretty good. Oh yeah. Well, this will be my P4 build, but FSP is the power supply. It's black, so modern 5 volt 20 amp 5 volt. Graphics. It's got no RAM in it. Bit crusty looking. Anyone want to hazard a guess? It's got a floppy power supply connector there. Any guesses? It is an HD 3450 512 meg DDR2 AGP HDMI DVI VGA with it's looking a bit crusty. I don't think it's going to be a goer. I'll get you close up. Green crustiness. I wonder whether with a clean up. Is that supposed to have a some sort of heatsink on it? Okay, Cassie. Yep, good to see you. Cheers, mate. We'll catch you later on. Oh, okay. That needs a really good clean though, eh? But might need more than that as well. Yeah, it's quite late, eh? HDMI. I'm wondering whether I should leave that out and maybe get that cleaned up. Yeah, I'll leave that out. And the power supply is nothing great to write home about. 20 amps. Okay, so not quite as good as the one I pulled out of that other machine earlier. But yep. It smells a bit actually, this machine. I wonder if that CR2032's got any life left in it. I bought a couple from the supermarket the other day. They're not overly cheap, like $4 each for a CR2032. I'm sure you can get them cheaper than that, but you know, at a pinch sometimes. Yeah, she's not in a very good state. It's almost got like a, possibly even like a bit of a cat pee smell to it. It hasn't been cat peed on in my garage because it's been up off the ground, but I don't know, it's got a bit of a funky smell to it. That can be banished back to where it came. Bakelite? Yeah. What? No. Yeah. No, this is
It's not quite down. It smells like it.
no. So just a bit of a whiff to it. Yeah. So was the stream chugging a bit there, Neo, on your AIO? Well, looks like I'm stuck with the bloody SIS, aren't I? In the meantime, unfortunately. See if that battery's got any life. Nah, dead as a doornail. Okay. Oh, okay. Dead battery. Oh, well. You know what though? I'm tempted to check out the AMD on the test bench here. Now that I've got a powerful enough power supply, I think she might be a goer. Maybe. Yeah, 27 amps. Crazy. Okay. Yeah, I think it's going to work all right. Yeah, that's right. I'm a completely different view. Yeah, so it's not obstructing at all. And now that I've got the capture as well, you know, just scarfing down my coffee before it gets cold. Okey-dokey. This is the Athlon. Oops, bit of memory there. But, yeah. Athlon. I need to steal that battery back out of this one. Supply swap. Now, if this looks like it's going to run for any amount of time, I'll go and grab another fan to point at this, because that fan, heatsink and fan, is just not up to it. It's not good. The other question is, yeah, okay, no. So, problem I've got is the only working card I've got, AGP, not the only working card, I should say, but what else have I got that I could put in? Actually, I'll go VGA, sorry, PCI. That's what I'll do. Put in a good known PCI card. At least we'll get something out of it. That's another AGP. Ooh. Ooh and ooh. Pretty much ooh all round. "3D Rage 2. I know it's a crime. It's a fire test. Right, okay. Let's get that power supply in there. Got another stick of RAM there if I need it. Go switch. Power. I think that's power switch. We'll soon find out. That one. RAM's in. Cooler's on. Everything's clear. This power supply came out of a working system, so it should be all go. Nothing. Zip. Zippity doo dah. No beep codes. Could just be this PCI card. I think the PCI card is okay, but I'm not 100%. I mean, the other thing to consider as well is, is it a compatibility issue? When you're chucking in PCI cards and whatnot, I don't know whether... I didn't actually solder that on properly, I'm just going to redo that. Get some light on it. Yep, that's better. Okay. This is another board with the RAM clips really close to the AGP slot. Yeah. Not looking promising, is it? Zip. I did get life out of this last night. This is a 1.4 CPU AMD Athlon XP 1400. Just check that my paste is still holding in there. It's looking a bit thin on the ground, maybe. Let's get a bit more paste into that. Let's give it a bit of a slathering there. I think I might be running out of paste here. No beeps. No nothing. I don't know what the state of this board is either, actually, you know. It is untested. Let's try. Should I try the PCI again? I think I'm just clutching at straws here. Just holding a little bit of pressure on that heatsink there. Getting a weird little beep from that speaker. It's pretty dead, isn't it? Well, I don't think it's a current issue. I wonder what, if I take this RAM out, do I get any beep codes at all? I'll take the graphics card out as well. You'd expect it to beep its ass off, right? Nothing. Just that same weird click. And I've heard that before with this one. There is a CPU that Kasanomi gave me, but it's in unknown condition as well. Let's have a look. Or do I even just try resetting this CPU? I don't know. See whether just removing it and putting it back in. I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine. They're pretty reliable, these sockets, eh? Could be caps, I guess. The caps actually look alright. but I would expect beeping with no RAM and no video card, right? There we go. Okay. Alright. Let's just gingerly put this in. And the RAM. Nope. Nope. Could I have faulty RAM? Or did just up, you know, like putting pressure on the board like that, putting the RAM and the graphics card back in, just sort of upset it again. Yeah, no beep again. Oh. Huh. So what's that? Is that the no RAM beep? No RAM beep. Let's put the RAM back in. Let's make sure it's in the right slot. DDR1. Closest to the CPU. Right, now what does it do? Yeah. No beeping, but no graphics card either. But it's turning off now without having to hold the button down, which is a good sign. Let's try this. Zip. And not turning off. I'll hold it in. Pull the card, and do we get that beeping again? And again, won't turn off, whereas it did before. Bit flaky. Swap this RAM out. It's DDR400 RAM, which I'm assuming is correct. I mean, it's a DDR400. It's a frontside bus 400 DDR400. It's got written on the board. Should work with that RAM in it. Could have faulty RAM. Nothing. But yeah, it's not turning off again. Let's try remove CPU. This is what I did before. Reinstall CPU. And I actually made progress by doing this, but again, I'm not going to hold my breath. Not looking good. Yeah, I mean that heat sink's pretty hot. Could just be a thermal thing, couldn't it? I wonder if I should leave this until I have the right cooler for it. Because I'm somewhat confident that this machine will actually fire up, because I've had it displaying something with a faulty card. It was one of these faulty graphics cards that I had in it, and she was actually firing up. I wonder if I leave this to cool, whether, I'll tell you what I could do. I could put another fan beside it to get a bit of airflow through there. I wonder if I just leave it to cool for a bit and then just give it a kick in the guts, see what happens. Because it's almost like it stops working after I've had a couple of reasonably successful attempts, and so that might indicate that she's just getting too hot. As I say, if I can get at least just a clean video out of it, just a one-off, like a fire it up, get a one-off clean video, and then once I know that that's working okay, look at better cooling options. Maybe I'll get a big fan, set up a big fan here and just get it blowing sideways in there as well. Don't know. But we'll leave that to cool down for a bit and we'll come back to it. So unfortunately I've got two AGP cards. I think both of them are 8 times. I think both of them are faulty. Just a bugger. To look out for another card. Still chucking out a little bit of heat. Not bad though. Another little project I've got to sort out is I've got a few CPUs to test, so I probably will leave that for off stream. Wonder if maybe we should just crank up a game or two. Leave that there. Plug in the old force feedback. Play a bit of Need for Speed. Oh, can I use force feedback? I don't know if I can. Oh yeah. It's got the correct... I just have to extract it from the other computer. Won't need to install the drivers, do I? Not sure about that either. Let's see what Millennium thinks of it. It's a bit cluttered here actually. I'm sure I can improve this. Oops, I accidentally hit that. Let's see if it's on. Accidentally hit the power button here. Nope. Nope. Just turn that power off there just in case I knock that again. Rightio. Just setting up my screen here. Okay. Hold on a second. Okie dokie. Need for speed. What? Oh, that's right. I moved a whole lot of stuff because I was going to install Windows 2000 on this D drive here, so I've moved it to games. Here we go. Game files. Hopefully I don't screw anything over doing that. A bit quiet. Seems a bit quiet. Did I knock the volume down? I might have knocked the volume down on my control here. Oh, what I didn't do is I didn't check the force feedback. Zip. Oh, do I? Maybe if I reboot, actually. Right, I'll let that reboot. I'll be back in a second. Okay. Do we have joystick action here? No. Oh, hang on a sec, because this, yeah, it should be working. Sidewinder, Precision Pro, no. I want force feedback. Right, drivers for force feedback. Okay. Oh man, my desk is a complete shambles now. Tidy that up later. Oh, that looks a bit, now what was it? I had to change something in the options here, was it? Because the capture's not... The capture... Oh, yeah. So 1024 by 768, that should be right. Resolution type. That still doesn't look right, does it? Custom. I fixed this last time. But it's looking better now, isn't it? Is it? No, it's still looking a bit scaled. Resolution, match output. Anyway, I'll have to have a wee play with that as to why it's reverted back. I
Thought I had that sorted in the last stream. Deactivate and reactivate it. Nope. Okay. Oh well. Yeah, I might have to put a bit of work into that. Right. Do I have these drivers? Oh, force feedback wheel. Oh no, that's not. That's the wrong one. Force feedback pro. Maybe it's got all the drivers in it. Sidewinder game devices 3. If this doesn't work, I'll just chuck the USB stick on. Ah, looks good. Yep, I think she's working. Oh, power is off. Is it? Is it? Where is... Power is off. Ah, I wonder if I think I had issues with the other machine with this similar, because power's on. It's probably going to work, but without force feedbacks. I don't know, I can feel the motors are powered up. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Oh, restart, maybe. Yeah, let's do that then. It's working. Tell you what, I should do joystick cam for this. Joystick cam. Okay. This will be interesting.
EA Games. Challenge everything.
County.
I copy 31.
Turning on the speeder that just flew by me.
I'm not sure if you're still there, Neo, but if Castanomi starts to stream, let me know and I'll raid him. Pretty sure he's going to stream later on, or some stage this afternoon anyway. Right, options, controller, force feedback, stick volume, everything's up, right. Now I seem to remember road effects wasn't good because it was basically rattling the whole time. And she's up full. We'll leave the road effects on, just see what happens. But I've got a funny feeling it's very rattly, nasty. Let's see how we go. Do I want to do a challenge? Single challenge, let's do a single challenge. Warm up. We'll stick with the Vauxhall. the wrong settings. Oh no, that's horrible when it's just vibrating like that the whole time. It's terrible. Okay. Steer right. Steer left. Gas up. Brake down. Handbrake. Change camera. That one. Car reset. Should be about pretty much all I really use at this stage. Okay. Force feedback. Turn that right down. Road effects. Maybe if I just do one notch, I don't know, let's see how that goes. Oh, it's still vibrating up my Can't hear. Oh, did I not do changes? I can't. Sorry about this. I didn't do gear changes, and I just have to turn that full speed back down. Stick volume. Do I have to turn that right off? Shift up, shift down, shift up, shift down. Camera, change camera, that one. Handbrake, I could do, no, leave that. Right, hopefully we're set. I can't hear the engine over this stick rattling on the table. Oh, did I choose automatic or manual? Ooh, I like to play manual. Still doing that. I can't do it with it rattling like that. Is that the stick volume? Because I've got road effect right off. I mean, maybe I'll just take this right down. And I'll put, I don't know, I'm just having a wee play here. This time. volume, now I'm not really getting much in the way of force feedback. Oh. The stick is nice though, playing this game. Heaps of sensitivity.
27 county. In pursuit.
Lots of resolution
Vehicle
as
is a
such.
Warren sports car.
Just the smallest of tweaks on the stick, you know, you get around the corner just ever so slightly without sort of sliding too much.
19 county. Commencing pursuit. Vehicle is a blue Vauxhall VX220.
I copy 19.
Keep up. It pops up at me now.
County. I've lost contact with the vehicle. County. Someone's got a real need for speed here. I'm after him.
County local patrol. 27 attempting to overtake a vehicle at a high rate of speed.
This is the last lap.
Oh, so I wasn't watching, I was watching my rev counter. I might actually turn my engine noise up a bit because it gets drowned out when the cops are right on your tail.
County. This is way too dangerous. I'm discontinuing pursuit. I've got him again. Commencing pursuit. Vehicle is a blue Vauxhall VX220.
I copy 19.
Request
You sit
helicopter.
there and load a bit.
County all patrols. The helicopter
Shambles.
is airborne.
Oh, is it after me? This. Oh.
19 County. He's wrecked.
You're busted.
19 County. I've stopped the Vauxhall VX220.
Copy 19.
Right. Bit of fun. No, I don't know about that. Road effect, I'll take that right down.
County, attempting to stop a vehicle at a high rate of speed.
Copy 46.
19 County, in pursuit. Vehicle is a blue sports car.
Vehicle involved in patrol car.
Request backup.
Copy 54.
28, 54, right on your tail.
You're busted.
54 County. We're code 4 here.
Copy 54.
County. Commencing pursuit. Vehicle is a blue Vauxhall BX220.
I copy 31.
County. He's all over the road. He ended up
upside down. I could have recovered sooner, but I wish the you know, the playback, the end, you watch your race. I wish it was external view because that would be hilarious, but I don't think it supports that.
County. This guy is gonna kill somebody. I am discontinuing pursuit.
Wrong way.
54 County. I've got him again. In pursuit. Vehicle is a blue Vauxhall VX220.
Copy 54.
Final lap.
54 County. He scored 160 plus. County, I've lost contact with the suspect. County, I've got him again in pursuit. Vehicle is a blue Vauxhall VX220.
I copy 31.
Request additional units. 2831, I've got your back. County. I've lost sight of the suspect. County, I've got him again. Commencing pursuit. Vehicle is a blue Vauxhall VX220.
Copy 27.
Requesting the chopper.
County local patrols. The helicopter is airborne.
Third out of that. I have no idea.
Congratulations! You placed third!
Hairy. Very hairy. Yeah, so for view the replay, yeah, so you only get the view from within the car. Oh no. That there would have been funny to see external view. quick race.
County, in pursuit. Vehicle is a orange sports car.
Get on with the bus. Oh.
19 County, he's all over the road. Looks like he's out of control.
You're busted.
Didn't quite get into reverse quick enough.
19 County, I have the driver in custody.
I copy 19.
The dog comes later. Oh. Let's have another go at that. That's a bit of fun.
County, commencing pursuit. Vehicle is an orange Lotus Elise.
Nearly another bus hit on.
19 County. I've lost contact with the subject.
County, I've got him again. Commencing pursuit. Vehicles in orange Lotus Elise.
Copy 54.
Where's my handbrake? Not there. Oh.
54 County, this is too dangerous. I'm discontinuing pursuit.
I've never taken that shortcut before. It's a mess.
County. I've got him again. Commencing pursuit.
Leave me alone. I'm bloody last. Right.
This is your final lap.
Ah, that bus actually helped me that time.
Dangerous. I am terminating pursuit.
That cop didn't even bat an eyelid. It must have been, he must have been asleep. I knew I had got through there. I think I would have been first.
I've got him again. Commencing pursuit. Vehicles in orange Lotus Elise.
Copy 54.
Advise who's available.
Copy 54.
31.
The guy ahead of me is getting harassed.
Got you back.
That wasn't good. No good. Shortcut here. No.
This pursuit in the interest of public safety.
tough. 2 meg Zorro RAM. Do I? 2 megs? Probably not at this stage. I mean, if you let me know how much you want, and I mean, I've got enough machines to put them in, you know, put RAM in, which should be quite handy. Yeah, just DM me, let us know. Right, first at the moment. Until the pops turn up. I can hear little Alice galloping around the hallway.
19 County, in pursuit. Vehicle is a orange sports car.
I copy 19.
Rear-ended the cop, got me out of the shit. Except I'm not doing very well here, am I? Oh,
19 County, terminate pursuit. Please acknowledge. County, in pursuit. Vehicle is an orange Vauxhall VX220.
27 County. I've got him again, in pursuit. Vehicle is an orange Lotus Elise.
Copy 27.
why did you pick on that green guy? He was bloody ahead of me, going faster. And I'm last. Bloody dodgy AI.
County. Terminating pursuit. Please acknowledge.
Bastard.
Last lap.
County. I've got him again. Commencing pursuit. Vehicle is an orange Lotus Elise.
I copy 19.
Advise units available.
Copy 19.
31, 19. I'm right on your tail.
busted.
Mashing the bloody
19
gears
county,
here.
this boy's done.
This is hard. Actually, this little Lotus goes quite well. I like the Vauxhall, but this actually goes pretty well. It revs out quite a bit too.
County, a speeder just blew my doors off in pursuit.
I copy 19.
County, he's losing it. County, he's attempting to elude me. Terminate pursuit.
No shit,
Please
Sherlock.
acknowledge.
County, I've got him again. In pursuit. Vehicle is an orange Lotus Elise.
Yeah, where does this go? Oh, that's fine.
54 County, terminating pursuit. Please acknowledge.
It's the final lap.
County, I've got him again. Commencing pursuit. Vehicle is orange Lotus Elise.
Copy 19.
Request another unit.
Copy 19.
31, 19. I'll be secondary.
He's all over the road. County, this is getting too dangerous. I am terminating pursuit.
Another sleepy cop.
County, I've got him again. Commencing pursuit. Vehicles in orange Lotus Elise.
Copy 54.
We're gonna need extra units here.
Copy 54.
3154, I'm on your tail.
The frame rate drops off coming through here.
I've lost sight of them.
I don't know what the hell I was. I thought that was that medium. Oh, the one.
The winner!
The winner. The winner. That was fun. Right. Well, I'll call it, I think, at that. And that's why I don't like that little office bar there. I'm sure I can stop it from loading. Yeah, somehow. Yep, gonna call it. It's been a successful setup. I'll give you a quick. There she goes. So that's my P3 there. G'day Into. Thanks for calling in. So yeah, got a bit of space there for another computer. Screen down there is good. I've got my workbench set up. A little bit cramped, but you know, I'm working with what I've got. So yeah. Cool. All right. Okay, guys. Don't think anyone that I know is streaming or do a raid. If so, yep, no, I can't see anyone on to raid at the moment that I know. So yeah, cool. Thanks for keeping me company, and yeah, successful setup. So just have to tidy up the workbench behind me for work tomorrow. All right, guys. Cheers. Catch you later on.